Student Ministries families. I'm coming to you live from my backyard, which right now feels like a haven. Aren't these summer mornings just absolutely gorgeous? So if you hear birds chiming in and interrupting, they're just doing their thing. If my kids come out of the house and start yelling, don't worry, they're just doing their thing. It's just normal life, right? Okay. Well, families, we wanted to let you know about a couple things that are going on this summer. First of which, every single Sunday night, we want your students to join us at the Kentwood campus, middle and high school, 6th through 12th grade, those that are going into 6th through 12th grade, in our church parking lot. Every Sunday night, 6 p.m. Just plan to show up, and it's going to be an amazing time. Throughout the month of June, because we're still in this kind of awkward re-entry phase of life, we are planning special family events. And can I tell you, the last 2 weeks have been so fun to just gather our families together and to do youth group together. And that's going to be continuing on throughout the month of June. If you don't want to stick around, parents, that's fine. You can drop your kiddos off. I love hanging out with them. So that's going to be every Sunday night, 6 till about 7:30. That's kind of our time frame that we've got throughout the summer. The only weekend that we are not going to be meeting on a Sunday is the July 4th weekend. But there's something very special that is going to be happening. You've probably heard about this event called CYC 2020. And if you haven't, there's an event called CYC 2020 that NTS and my husband, Jared, in particular, has been planning over the last few years. Now, because of current events and things that are happening in our world with coronavirus, there's been a shift in the approach and what they're doing and how they're doing it. So here is a very special, amazing way that no matter where you are, if you were on vacation, you could literally do this. If you're not in your house, you can still participate, and we want you to. So July 4th, on that day, we want you to go grab your students, go to the nearest school. So if you're here in town, go to your student's school and pray together at noon Central Time. If you're on vacation and you're like, oh, we're not near our school, guess what? Go to a school nearby. It doesn't matter. It could be an elementary school, and pray. Use that to pray for that school. Pray on behalf of the school that your students are going to. There's going to be some live videos where NTS will be prompting you on these are different ways that you can be praying together. And we just believe it's going to be a really powerful time. So right now, just put it in your phone as a reminder. Noon Central Time, July 4th, I am going to be praying. And I know we're going to do that. And I hope that you will join us in that. Go to your local school. Now, there's one more thing that I want to make sure that you know about, and this has just been a recent development, a recent change, a recent thing that's come up in the life of Kcc Student Ministries. The week of July 6th through 11th, Pine Ridge Bible Camp is going to be offering like an in-person live overnight camp for the whole week for students. And unbelievably enough, they've asked Kyle McGrill and myself to be the speakers for the week. What? So Kyle and I are like, well, who better to come and join us than our own students? So parents, if that's something that's interesting to you, if you feel comfortable, like, oh, we could send our kids to an overnight camp, that would be amazing. They're going to learn more about Jesus. It's going to be more of your typical camp environment. And it's going to be awesome. If you came with us to our fall retreat, it's going to be at that same location. It's about 45 minutes from town, north of here. So anyways, I'm going to drop that link in this video, in this email that you received with this, and you can find out all the details about that. But students, we'd love to have you join us. It's going to be incredible. This video has hit my maximum time limit. So parents and families, I hope you have a wonderful week. We look forward to seeing you Sunday night at 6 p.m.